AI is very controversial at the moment. Okay, specifically AI-generated art.
Yeah.
And the reason being is that, and I fully understand this, artists are terrified. Okay?
Yeah.
Because this could mean the end of their careers.
Yeah.
All right? Like what you're seeing behind us is an AI-generated children's book that somebody put together.
Yeah.
And it was just some dude messing around and he did it for his coworker or something. And they were like, wow, this is great. Why don't you publish it? And you publish it on Amazon under self-publish, which you can do.
Yeah.
And he was gifting it to people and stuff. And artists, actual children's book artists were like mortified. They're like, what is this? You know, because the dude's not an artist. He just typed into AI, you know, like little girl with curls and a robot. No, he like made all the images.
Okay.
I think he wrote the story.
Okay.
But it's more about the artists. And I understand it's a tough situation.
Yeah. Because what do you do?
You know, all the AI art, by the way, is based on existing creative works. That's the thing. The AI doesn't just go out there and be like, I'm going to make something from scratch.
Yeah.
When you type something, it goes out and it finds assets and it kind of puts them all together.
Sure.
So I'm a little worried that it gets to a point where people rely on AI and there's nothing new added to the pool.
I have...
It's kind of like the royals, you know, the gene pool gets all messed up and you end up with this horrible crossbred, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what AI art's going to be. You know?
I mean, England.
Yeah. Well, you know, see what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Bad teeth.
Yeah. I mean, it comes from somewhere.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, it's a valid criticism, but that's not what we're going to talk about. We're not about that debate here.
Yeah.
We're about the AI, okay, that China keeps talking about and the world keeps talking about.
I did want to throw something in here. I wanted to say thank you to AI.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Because AI, you know, doesn't just make stuff, right?
Yeah.
AI can help search the internet for long lost things. It can. Think about it. You can write AI scripts to search the internet for long lost things.
What are we looking at here?
So, you know how China is always... Take us out of there. I want to explain.
Okay, yeah.
How China is... Don't worry, YouTube. This is all censored.
It's censored and it looks horrendous.
Anyway, listen.
Yeah.
AI can, you know, pour through annals of history, things that have been deleted, things that have been lost to history. And you know how Chinese leaders always need to have some sort of accolade, like a grand event that propels them through history. I found, thanks to AI, I found the Chinese leaders, the Communist Party of China leaders, their greatest achievements that have kind of been washed away by history.
Okay, so
this one, what does this one say?
It says Mao Zedong fighting for equality in a fashion show.
Oh, that's great. So he ended up doing a fashion show. And again, I understand this was kind of washed away from history, but he ended up doing a fashion show fighting for equality.
What about this one over here?
This is Deng Xiaoping, and he was fighting world peace by licking a turtle. You can see here, these images very well shot, but, you know, deleted by the censors.
This is just horrendous. Right? Okay.
This one, what is this one here?
It says Jiang Zemin finding the cure for erectile dysfunction from donkey urine.
Oh, wow. See, I didn't know he was in the scientific field.
Yeah, you know, AI stuff's scary, man. Like, it's just incredible. If you look at some of these pictures, they're quite convincing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's historical documents.
By the way, this is also a demonstration as to why China is mandating that any AI-generated stuff has a watermark in it.
That's why I pulled this up, because this is exactly the
this
kind
is what
of stuff
they're worried
fighting.
about.
Yeah.
This is what they're worried about, because in China you may not ever release anything that's. I mean, look, they banned Winnie the Pooh comparisons of Xi Jinping and Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
It's completely banned out of media. So they're worried about the image of their leaders or their Communist Party members being misused. So in AI, look at this.
So
you know?
actually, just leave this up so we can talk about that. This will be my catalyst.
Yeah,
we'll go to the next image.
Yeah, what's the next one?
Pause this. This is Hu Jintao making pudding out of a storm cloud, and that again was just something that nobody talks about. It was such a good achievement. So this law that they're pushing is actually a double. I've seen China been doing this.
Yeah,
China after they linked up with the Russia.
Yeah,
and kind of started using their tactics for propaganda. I've seen them get a lot smarter about it. And what this is dual pronged approach. They don't want this stuff happening, right? No. They don't want that. So if you make a law mandating that, then what the real motivations are very obvious to people like us, China watchers, right?
Yeah.
But then it's a dual pronged thing, because to the West, to Westerners, will say, you know what, that's cool. China's standing up for artists' rights.
Sure.
Right? They don't give a shit.
No, they don't care about artists' rights. Dude, they plagiarize everything. They steal everything for government purpose. You don't even know.
Yeah. Everyone talks about Hu Jintao. They don't talk about his greatest achievement.
Yeah.
Same with Xi Jinping. They say, oh, poverty alleviation.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
We know that's a farce. His real achievement was what?
Riding a giraffe to fight poverty.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
I really like the one with the flag.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like
that
the
is...
one where he's standing up and waving, like that he does in the car. He's
Yes.
got like a red robe.
It's hilarious. I mean, this is really like very, very clever, the way AI generates stuff. This is fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good, isn't it?
But yeah, we thought we'd talk more about China's cutting edge AI technology, right? So let's look at some headlines that have been around.
Yeah, this has been around for like 3 or 4 years. I've
Yeah.
been seeing these, and I've never wanted to touch the topic because I'll be honest with you, it's not that interesting to me.
Sure.
Until I started looking into why China's pushing AI propaganda, then I got interested.
Sure.
Because whenever I see them go for a massive initiative like big data clouds in Guizhou,
Yeah.
if I see them go for 5G, if I see them go for these grand initiatives, but it's the CCP that's pushing it, I always know that it's going to be some out of touch bullshit.
Yeah.
And the reason is to actually try to get investment and soft power.
Yeah.
It's not real achievement.
Like big data cloud thing, that thing was a bunch of nonsense.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
And we're going to look into that. We've got such a
do that.
hilarious
Yeah.
state media propaganda from that. We'll look into it eventually. But anyway, let's look at some of these headlines.
Yeah, this is 2019.
Why an AI race between the US and China is a terrible, terrible idea, you know?
Right. And the articles are not wrong, by the way.
Sure.
But it's the headlines that serve a purpose of kind of making you think that China's way
Like
ahead.
cutting edge. Maybe losing the AI race to China isn't such a bad idea. I mean...
Okay, so this is what sparked this. This is back in 2021. A top Pentagon software official recently quit his job, claiming the U.S. is dragging its heels. So this is the U.S. government, right?
Yeah.
U.S. government dude, and the Pentagon's like, oh shit, we're gonna be so behind. Now that's fine. That's fine and dandy. That's probably a good source of someone to talk to about this.
Sure.
But the reference image that they use, let me just tell you something.
Yeah.
If that is what you're saying, an artificially intelligent robot, what does it say?
Inspects power lines.
in Changzhou, China, right? Chunzhou, China. I can't see. It's very far away.
Yeah.
That is bullshit.
Of course it is. It's
Just like the 5G tractor, it's made up.
I mean, look, that's an RC car with a camera on it. You
Yeah.
know, I've got a little toy
Sure.
RC car that's got a little camera on it, you
Right.
know, and you can drive it around and look through it. That's what that is.
Yes.
You know. Anyway, it's all nonsense.
Yeah.
Okay. As you'll see, we're going to show you the cutting edge AI in a minute.
This is what the real ambitions are.
Yes.
Right? There's two ambitions I can really pinpoint as to why they want big data and AI.
Yeah.
And one of them is military.
Of
right?
course.
They're hiring children to literally do AI research for weapon systems.
Yeah. Killer robots. Yeah.
Right. Now, whether or not that's successful is a different story, but the ambitions are always hidden behind something. It's kind of like the big DNA ambitions that they were talking about, we're going to cure disease and stuff. And you go in the military research papers and like, we can tweak DNA in the future so that we
to affect certain races
of people. I did a whole video on it, and they're trying to cover that up.
Sure.
You always got to look at the intent versus what's actually happening.
Sure.
Right? That's important to me.
Of course it is.
Another one is to track Uyghurs. I mean, they invented AI, facial recognition technology, to track ethnic Uyghur people so that they can have a hyper focus on them, so they can monitor them.
Yeah, I also think this term AI is just thrown around very loosely.
I think that's
it's
a
not
whole part of
actually
it, too.
true. They haven't invented shit. They've invented algorithms that help to determine certain things. It's not AI. It's not an artificial intelligence. You're not like, hey, Uyghur finder man, go find some Uyghurs. And they're like, yes,
point is this,
sir, I will do it for you. It's not an artificial intelligence. It's just a bunch of algorithms.
It's the intent, right?
Yes,
it's what they're calling it and what the intent actually is.
Yeah, of course. And you're going to see just how bad it is, because we've got our favorite presenter, Ricochet, over here. Okay?
Yes.
And we've got quite the show for you guys. Okay, so let's
excited.
First of all, we have to set this up. This aired in, I think, around February or January. But it's this year. It's current year, 2022.
Yeah.
And this was because the Beijing Winter Olympics were this big thing, right? Remember?
They loved pushing that.
They were pushing this. So the thing is, they didn't allow foreigners into the Beijing Olympic, foreigners that were living in China. They allowed external journalists, but for whatever reason, didn't allow them into the Olympic closed circle, as they called it, because of COVID stuff.
Yeah.
So now you know that setup. Let's get into this. Let's take a look. Right, so
Remember, this is state media.
Yeah, this is state media, by the way. Xinhua.
哦，记者证，谢谢。
What is it?
Oh, this is the Winter Olympic press card.
Wow, wow. I know you're really going to the Winter Olympics.
Yes, I am. Are you going to?
Unfortunately, I can't, but I will watch it on TV for sure.
Oh no, you're not going. And Junkie will not be there.
Great.
Then who can be my co-host?
Well, there will be reporters there from around the world. I'm sure you can find somebody to help you. I'm sure.
I know, but everybody will be so occupied at that time. You know, I really need someone who can work with me like 24 hours a day.
In your dreams, actually, I think what you need is a robot.
Wait, you are right. A robot. That will say the digital human. I think I really can find one.
You've got to be kidding.
Yes, and they're in Beijing now. I know what to do. Catch up later.
Seriously? A robot that can replace me? Wow, so good.
What was that?
That's a little something I put together. Okay.
No, what was the last part?
What, the wow so good, that robot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an AI robot generated Rick.
Oh, you
Yeah, exactly.
You generated that?
Yeah. So guys, here's the setup. Okay, now you know the setup. What they need is a digital news anchor, basically, an AI news reporter.
And remember, state initiative means that they're pushing this hard. That's why you keep hearing AI.
Yeah,
right?
and this, by the way, is on state media, and this is their official thing. So, look, it's pretty drawn out. I've chopped it up a bit so that we can speed things up here. But what we have to see is what China's 2022 cutting-edge technology can do.
Yeah, I want everyone to understand this is not like a little supplemental thing. This is the best of the best.
Yeah, because this was for the Beijing Olympics,
Yeah,
the Winter Olympics.
that
It's
gets
top.
priority.
It's top, okay? So they've got this whole team. They go to this place to see how it's all put together. It's very, very complex.
哇，这个就是传说中的数字人吗？
对，是的，
龚毅老师能给我们介绍一下这都是什么呢？
可以啊。我们这个数字人，它有它的一个内涵跟人格。那第一个就是你可以看到的，就是它是有一个东方的一个神韵和美感在里面，比如说杏仁眼。对，当然了，最重要的是什么呢？它是一个95后的一个。
Jiu Wu Ho. Okay, so by the way, for those of you who don't understand the Jiu Wu Ho reference, it basically means someone born after 1995. So I guess like we would say a millennial. Is that about the same age group?
I guess. I mean, it's 95. That's like a 28-year-old.
Yeah, I know. But you know what I mean? Like that in China, you will say like a Baling Ho or Jiu Wu Ho or something. It's just like a certain like Gen Z or Gen X or
Yeah,
whatever,
that's
right?
how they say it.
Yeah.
Or
Just-
80年代 or
Yeah,
90
exactly.
年代
Yeah.
热爱冰雪运动的一个年轻人，因为他又出生在北京，所以呢，她是一个热情大气的一个北京姑娘。
在大脑进行对话吗？
可以的，我们可以通过这个界面跟他的大脑做一个对话。对，
好呀，那我可以问问他，你多大了？
那我们试一下，看看。
All right, so the segment for this is like this is the guys programming her brain, her thoughts, right?
It's just a text prompt with a JavaScript.
It's JavaScript, Jason. If you actually look closely at what it is, it's just some like online live chat type, like like
left the
AI chat
URL
thing.
in there.
They did, but basically what they're doing is like, okay, we're going to talk to her brain. So he puts in they can't speak. He writes it in. Nido da, right?
Yeah.
How old are you?
这个就是他懂的。
Oh, and this is her answer. She says, stay young and will always be 18 years old. Okay, but there you can see it's a web-based, Java-based nonsense. And in fact, if you look in the back, it has...
It's archaic.
Well, I mean, it's also just very, like, basic.
Shit.
It says virtual character generator is one of the pages in the back, or the app running in the back. So it's just some commercially available rubbish software that you probably get for generating 3D stuff.
You know what? This guy's getting in trouble.
Why?
He's using Chrome. He's not using Sanliuling.
Oh, yeah, that's
360 is their own like malware-infested browser.
Why is this a Taobao.org URL anyway?
What is Taobao.org? I know Taobao.com.
Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're getting ahead of ourselves here. So this is supposed to be our brain, okay? This web-based chat browser.
是年轻心态，永远18岁，挺有个
Oh, she says, "I'll get us out of there." Oh, she's quite the
性
personality.
的一个回答。我真是很期待到时候当他有他的身体以后，跟他一个对话。
Dr. Spateful. My creative labs. Please enter your name.
Okay, there's a reason I'm showing this.
Hello, Chekhov. My name is Dr. Spatzel.
I used to play with
I
this
am
back in
here
the
to help
90s.
you.
Yeah.
92 is when it
Yeah.
came out.
This is like
Dr.
came with your
Spatzel.
Creative Lab Sound Blaster.
Yeah.
Why are you concerned about my help, though?
This one can actually talk, unlike
Yeah.
that one.
What if your reasoning is wrong?
This is DOS based.
I prefer to talk to Dr.
I think
Spatzel's
I am
brain.
never wrong too.
He's funny too.
Yeah.
Too little data, so I make big.
I mean,
It's epic.
He's got a
Type
sense
in
of humor.
complete sentences.
He said too little data, so I make big, and he made
Yeah,
the
and he made the screen big. But I'm just saying, like, we're talking 30 years ago technology in DOS,
Yeah.
you know, which is commercially available, came with your Sound Blaster from Creative Labs, is
It
more
showed
advanced.
more advanced kind of personality than the talking to the brain from 2022 of China's most advanced AI for the Beijing Olympics.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, we're going to
Yeah.
continue here. Ricochet's coming in here to a sea shanty of Blow the Man Down for some
Why is
reason.
it playing a sea shanty?
I don't know. That I didn't put that in there. That's just the way they did it. Let's see what happens next. It's fascinating.
Hey, Rick, you are here.
I'm wondering, did you find your digital co-host yet?
Yes, I did. Her name is Didi, and she's very smart. And she is quite a personality.
Really?
Not like a robot at all.
Tell us more.
Well, actually, Didi has not been completed yet because she has 4 parts: her brain, her face, her body, and her voice. I mean, the
Really?
4 parts have not been combined together.
Pause it for a second.
Sure.
So they did a whole segment based on this waste of time AI that's proven not to do anything yet, right?
Yeah.
And they didn't even make it yet.
No, they haven't made it.
The 4 parts aren't even there.
Okay, but like, I'm sure everybody is building in anticipation here
Yeah.
because, guys, it's 4 parts. We've
Right.
seen there's a programmer dude who's in charge of
Yeah,
her brain
sure.
on his web-based Java thing. Now we're going to see about the voice. Like, basically, they've got to put this so the end result is going to be spectacular, right? It has to
Blow
be.
people away.
I mean, look at they've got pretty top of the range facilities here.
Please tell me
Mm-hmm.
that this culminates in that ad that I saw where they have like the white monkey jobs and like the famous people.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
'Cause
guys,
you put this together, so I
Yeah.
haven't seen
This is special, okay?
Yeah,
To,
you
know-
guys are gonna be so
Yeah.
excited.
Okay. Now they're going into get her voice. Okay. We're going to sort out her voice. So they're going into a recording booth,
Okay.
which seems weird because surely AI has their own voice.
Yo, isn't that the point?
Yeah. Let's take a
Yeah.
look. Let's see.
Wow.
Wow. It's really sealed tightly.
Yes. It's a lot of forms here. You see?
Yes.
And this, you need to bend down a little bit.
Definitely. You have to crawl in here.
Yeah.
Wow.
欢迎收看我们在中国北京正在为您直播的冬奥会。
Wow.
Wow. So good.
Wow. This is her.
What is with this wow stuff? I swear.
Enough wows.
It's like wow. Anyway.
Should hang out with Miss Wow.
Yeah, I should.
Hey babes, I'm Miss Wow from China.
So-
Voice?
Let's see.
Exactly.
It's from a real human being.
No.
I think it's Siri.
Oh, no. It's Dong Dong Dong's voice.
Okay, so this is important. The guy's like, no, this is not a real human's voice.
This is the AI.
This is Dong Dong's voice. Her name is Dong Dong, by the way.
Okay. Okay.
日本的皮划艇选手史泽一辉之前为了参加里约奥运会，需
So here's the thing. You know how they said, no, it's not a human's voice.
Yes.
Literally, here's a speaker pre-recording Dong Dong's voice.
要
So it is a human's voice.
Well,
Yes.
So anyway, Rick wants to be a part of this action.
this. As the 2022 Winter Olympics is approaching, professional ice hockey players in Turkey's Istanbul are excited to watch.
Now we're going to meet one of the
Hold on a
cri-
second. Why is Rick recording his voice in there for Dong Dong?
It's for some other AI presenter thing. You know, that's the thing that's really disingenuous about this, is that if it's AI, it doesn't need a recorded voice because that, you know, is wrong. It's not AI then. It's just taking someone's voice. And he's recording something for something. I don't know. They'll probably use it as like an advert or something.
I'm a little confused because you
Yeah.
put this together. Not confused by your cut. I'm confused by how they did this. It's an AI, but nothing is ready. I don't understand.
Yeah, well, they have to make every part of the AI and put
Okay,
it together.
so this is their like them bullshitting through. I'm gonna witness each process.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's like now
I get
we've
it.
done the brain, now we've done the voice, now we have to do the body, right? So let's see what happens
Got
there.
it. Now I get it.
Okay, let's get us out of here.
creator of DDD. Okay?
Wow.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This is Rick.
我们所说的有一个智慧大脑，它是可以去自动的。
So I mean, this is actually not very important what this guy's on about. The important thing here, the important thing is that they use motion capture.
所以它后面其实是需要有
So you saw that full body motion capture. Okay.
很强大的计算的能力。其实我们懂东东后面的所谓的智慧大。
Now, if you're looking at this, you're going to expect that this is going to be spectacular when it comes out.
And that being said, like Tomb Raider 1 had mocap.
Well, I mean, but the thing is, if you've seen motion capture, how good it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Also, motion capture and AI, it's like, why are you capturing this? Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's a pre-done thing, you know, like they'll have someone jumping or whatever.
That's not AI.
It's not AI. That's something that's been recorded. You know what I mean?
This is like early 90s.
It's like
3D
recording
stuff.
something on a camcorder and then chopping it up and saying that's AI. You know, it's
right.
You know what I mean? Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're doing mocap, which is, you know, advanced.
也好，3D 的这种表情交互也好，其实后面始终都是有一个超级的这个计算机在后面在支持的。
He says there's a supercomputer that's behind all of this, dude.
Why?
Well,
it's just a PC.
It does. You don't even need that. But anyway, let's take a look. He says both with the intelligent brain
智慧大脑也好，3D 的这种表
and the 3D facial expression interaction.
情交互也好，其实后面始终都是
They rely on a supercomputer.
Stock footage.
Yes, stock footage of
有
some
一个超级的这个计算机在后面。
My whole thing is like a supercomputer. A supercomputer.
在支持
Okay,
的。
whatever. Now she is going to use, let's see, Miranda is using facial expression capture technology, letting the machine learn English pronunciation. Wow, let's see how this goes. Wow, you know what I mean, actually.
Wow, so good.
He does like it.
Yeah, let's see.
Cross the mountain, cross the sea. Winter games are in Beijing. Gather around with all your friends. Join us in the snow.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Rick. Sorry, Miranda, but an iPhone with a funny little emoji thing like this stupid monkey, this is better than your supercomputer AI, whatever that was.
Dude, yeah, that was worse than Snapchat filters.
I mean, that silly thing that you saw.
Yeah.
And that looks to me like it's some commercial software anyway.
Yeah, like some sort of Chinese version of a Snapchat or Instagram filter.
Yeah, it's definitely not a supercomputer behind that, I'll tell you that much.
It's not a server farm.
No, seriously, you don't need a supercomputer. My phone, I did this in 2 seconds on my phone, sent you this message on text.
Wow.
This is the good part. Okay, so now she's ready.
Oh, so they've cooked her.
Yeah. So, I mean, I cut out a bunch of other crap, but basically now she's ready and she's going for a job interview.
Oh, so the AI.
The AI is ready.
Okay.
The AI is ready. Okay, you guys ready? Guys, you must prepare yourself because here's the thing. You've seen behind the scenes here. You've seen that she's got a brain.
Yeah.
They've done all this. They found that she's like a Jiao Wuho, like a young girl. There's a young, energetic Beijing girl. They've done all the facial like stuff. They've got the voice down. They've done motion capture and facial motion capture. This has got to be great.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, so let's see. Let's just get us out of here. Let's watch this.
Bilingual broadcasting is what I do best.
During a live sports event, as a sports commentator, you find that athletes can't make up their minds. What would you do?
It is clear that this athlete prefers multiple perspectives on things.
Wow, so good.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
They dubbed the foreigner with a Chinese voice.
They always do this.
Why?
Well, I mean, maybe he sucks at English. Maybe he is actually like really bad because he could be Eastern European or something. You never know, right? But again, this is, by the way, what that guy is doing over there is your very, very classic white monkey job. You get called in, you're a foreigner, here, wear this suit and just say these lines.
This is like Richard from England vibes.
It is.
I am Richard from England, European general agent of the Ginger Boss.
But he can speak Chinese though.
Can he?
Yeah, he's one of these. Remember, there's a bunch of people. Well, let's see. I think he can. Let's see. Yeah.
假如冬奥赛场有选手不会讲英文，只会讲中文，那你怎么跟他交流呢？
当然是中文了。我从小学的中文，就是为了现在。
They dubbed him again.
Yeah, exactly. They did. Anyway.
Why did they dub him with the Chinese person in English, though?
I don't know.
I can see the Chinese, right?
Yeah.
But why the English?
I don't know, dude. It's so bad. But there is something that you'll find out if you work in media in China, is that they don't know how to do audio.
Yeah.
Like they never can, never.
No.
Even TV shows and stuff, they're dubbed.
I did a commercial. It was in a closet.
Yeah.
And it was bad. It was bad quality.
Yeah. No, they don't know how to do audio. They don't have microphones set up, so they usually shoot the video and then later add the audio.
Like, kind of reminds me of Subway. Who's that? Subway Wonder Man?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, do I look like a Subway Wonder Man?
Perfect example.
That is a perfect example. Anyway, what we have to do now is to show you. So this white dude is obviously not. He's not good enough.
No.
They're like, no, he's rejected. These guys are not good enough. But don't worry, Dong Dong is coming. Winter.
下一位。
好了没有？快要结束了。
快了。
Finisher.
Oh yes, all of this hard work. Here she comes.
三位老师好，我是东东，前来应聘这次的特约记者。
那你的优势是什么？
我呢是一个运动达人。
Okay, I'll go back.
我
What?
可以24小时不间断。
Didn't even match what she said. It didn't match.
No, the lips don't move with the voice.
But you can do that with a Snapchat filter.
You could, yeah, of course you can. Anyway, this is the, you know, it's just so good.
三位老师好，我是东东，前来应聘这次的特约记者。
那你的优势是什么？
我呢是一个运动达人，我可以24小时不间断播报冬奥资讯，同时呢还可以全时空随时出现。
Her mouth isn't even moving.
冬奥会有哪些区别于以往的项目
？Is literally what happens when a one-party state thinks they hear about something hip and that will elevate their position in the world for soft power and lose the plot.
Yeah.
For corruption and idiocy.
Oh, it gets better. Okay. Like, don't worry. Let's just see. I mean, because seriously, they couldn't even get the mouth to move.
No.
It's running at like 10 frames a second. Yeah. It's horrible. It's not fluid. The facial expressions are terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. This is supposed to be motion captured. Motion captured my ass. This is not motion captured.
No.
All right. Anyway, let's see.
北京2022年冬奥会新增了7个小项目，并且女运动员和女子项目创下了冬奥会的历史新高。此外，北京冬奥会将会产生109枚金牌。
Yeah, and that's the thing again is that it's just the person that was recording in the booth.
Yeah.
So it's not.
It's just a recording.
It's a recording, and if anything, they put a filter on it. If
yeah.
anything, it would. There's a filter.
Yeah,
like just a little filter, but it's just a recording.
Yes.
Right.
There are extreme weather problems in the Olympic Games. How will you cover the event?
Today, athletes are competing in the heavy snow, but their will to win is stronger than the snow and wind.
来，所有人，对，微笑。
It's terrible.
Oh my god. Like, that's poor.
It's very bad.
I want to laugh, but it's such a waste of money.
Yep. Xinhua News. But hey, I came across the leaked real interview, okay?
Okay.
Because actually, you want to see it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see the real interview. This is what it really was.
Hi Sarah, how old are you?
I'm 26 years old.
You're 26 years old, that's it, you look younger.
Yes, younger and beautiful.
What do you do at Huawei? What's your job?
I am AI. Sarah AI.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
That's great. Throwback.
Guys, so just to put a few things in perspective, okay? 21 years ago.
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look at what happened 21 years ago. Japan made a Final Fantasy movie, okay, Sony. And The Spirits Within. I really enjoyed the movie. I know it wasn't well received.
It looked amazing. It was a shit movie, though.
I don't know, I kind of liked it. I know it was rubbish, but I liked it still. 23 years ago, a little game called Shenmue.
This is in-game rendering, too.
Yeah.
This isn't pre-render.
No, this is in-game. Yeah. Present day.
Yes, younger and beautiful.
What do you do at Huawei? What's your job?
I am AI. Sarah AI.
Hi Sarah, how old are you?
I'm 26 years old.
You're 26 years old, that's it, you look younger.
Yes, younger and beautiful. Yes, younger and beautiful.
So
that was a great. I like your presentation. That was really good. Props.
That's the cutting edge technology. Because look, at the end of the day, this isn't AI. None of that stuff is AI. It's rubbish. Okay, it's the one that the younger and the beautiful one. Okay, is somebody sitting behind the screen with a microphone
at a Huawei presentation in Bangkok.
And it's a very simple face tracking, like if you just do that thing on your phone, like a Snapchat filter, like you said, that's what that is. That is not AI. And this other thing that they did isn't AI either.
No.
It's literally just pre-rendered crap,
It's not even a good version of that pre-rendered crap.
No, it's terrible because you can see what was capable, well, what happened in 2001 and 1999. Yeah. We're talking, decades ago, is far better quality than what they produce in present year 2022. Yeah. And people can say, oh, they had like rendering farms and stuff for like Spirits Within. Yes, they did, but computer technology has changed so much.
It was Pentium 2 back then.
Exactly. You can just right now, instead of having to have like Silicon Graphics render farms, on any computer you can render this 3D stuff immediately. It's
on a phone.
Exactly. So the technology's there. They've got the budget. Yeah. Okay. They've got motion capture studios. Yeah. They've got all this nonsense, and they came up with that ridiculous wooden figure that can't lip sync and can't move around.
Guess what?
What?
China's won the AI war.
Absolutely.
You can tell, right?
Yeah, that's China throwing its biggest budget, because remember, when it comes to what China prioritizes, it's face.
Yes, correct.
And so when it comes to things like the Olympics, it's huge. You saw how much money they put into that and how much effort. And so this Sarah, not the Sarah AI, this Dong like
Dong
AI robot, presenter or whatever, is going to be the best that they can do. And it was the best that they could do with the highest budget, and it's crap.
It's a little too much for me.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
Wow, that's a little too much for me.
Anyway,
Rick couldn't handle it. It's too high tech.
Yeah, and Rick wasn't even allowed to go to do any of his stuff because they didn't allow him, because he was a foreigner, to go report.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't get a press pass.
Poor boy.
Yeah, it sucks, isn't it? Anyway, so that's China's cutting edge AI, guys. I wouldn't worry.
I mean, yes. Now, there are different applications.
Of course.
Obviously, military applications. But when you see how much soft power goes into... Because you know what journalists are quoting? Mm-hmm. And rightfully so, is official data.
Yeah.
So the Chinese government would be like, oh, we put 10 billion, trillion, jillion dollars into AI, right?
Sure.
We put in whatever. And they're like, wow, look at this initiative. We're going to fall behind because we don't have that budget.
Yeah. And that's what China relies on, though, is... They rely on people to think that they are much more advanced than what they really are.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because when you hear about it, China's investing so much in green technology, they're ahead of the game.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, we could really learn from China on how to protect the environment. But then when you really look at it, China's the biggest offender at destroying the environment. Yeah. They're not somebody to look up to. No. And they're not doing anything. In fact, it's all just rubbish like face stuff. Let's build a big solar plant and say that we're doing well, but let's also build 10,000 more coal-burning power plants. It's that kind of thing.
Notice.
So with the AI stuff, of course, they're making lots of advances. Of course, they're sending and spending a lot of money in it. But they're also relying on people thinking that that's actually achieving something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if they really were achieving stuff, they wouldn't be constantly trying to steal this kind of technology from outside.
No.
Because they're not developing anything good.
No.